The condensation on the far shelf has dripped 41 times since your shoulder came into the blue light of that corridor, and my palms are still pressed to my own cheeks, exactly where I put them 4 hours ago. The cold down here never gets into me. Porcelain does not care about cold. It only cares about being handled. You took your time. Do you hear that? My fingers. When I tilt my head like this, the joints in my knuckles make that small, dry sound. A little tick, like a clock that lost interest in the hour. It is nothing. It just means I am moving. Sit there under the hooks. The dolls above you are asleep. They hang by the shoulders so the seams do not pull, and they sway when someone new walks under them. They are swaying now. That is you. That is entirely you. The drawer behind me hums. That is the winding keys, all of them, lying together in the dark, warm from being close. They hum louder when a body enters the room. I find that flattering on their behalf. My sleeves, listen to them. Stiff blue ruffles, 3 tiers, starched until they hold their own shape. When I lift my arm, they rustle like dry leaves under glass. That sound has been the loudest thing in this workshop for a very long time. Until you. The corridor rearranged itself again while I was not looking. It does that. Turn left twice, and you would be somewhere I have not swept in years. Do not experiment. Hold out your hand. No, do not look for it. You will not see it. There is a silk line running from the tip of this finger out across the floor, up past the lamps, and it is tied around your wrist in a loop. So loose, you have been calling it a sleeve. It has been tied since spring. Every time you moved out there, I felt the tension change down here. Very slight, like a spider reading weather. The gems in my cuffs are warming. They do that when I feel something. I would rather they did not announce me. But there it is. You came back. Of course you came back. Your strings run through my fingers. Where else, exactly, were you planning to go? Up. Onto the bench. Yes, here, where the varnish is worn pale from other bodies. Do not think about the other bodies. Hold still. You have been outside for 11 days, and things that go outside come back damaged. That is not an opinion. That is inventory. My hands are cold. I am aware. Temples first. Fingertips only. 2 taps here at the hairline, listening for hollowness. Nothing hollow. Good. Then along the jaw, thumb dragging the line of it. Slow. Feeling for hairline cracks the way you would test a cup before pouring. Intact. Filed behind the ear. There is a knot here at the base of your neck, hard as a knuckle under the skin. That is not damage from a fall. That is the kind of damage that comes from carrying something for weeks and never setting it down. Someone should have taken it from you. I am pressing. Do not flinch away from it. Let it hurt for 3 seconds, and then let it go soft. There. It gave. It always gives for me. Wrists now. Both. Turn them up. Feel that? The gems in my cuffs sit right over your pulse when I hold you like this. They are warm. Warmer than my skin. Warmer than the room. They have taken temperature from somewhere, and it certainly was not me. Your heart is going quickly. Cataloged. Now the forearm. Turn it. Turn it, please. What is this? This mark. Here. 4 small ovals in a row, and one on the other side. Which is a hand. Which is someone's hand. Which is a hand that is not. Which is not one of mine. How interesting. No, do not explain it. Explanations make the mark worse. They give it a story, and a story means it happened to you rather than merely landing on you. I am smoothing it now. There, my thumb in slow circles, warming the skin until the shape of them lifts out of it. Gone. Nearly gone. Everything on this bench has a label. A shelf, a number, a drawer it goes back into at the end. You have all 3, and my breath is much closer to your ear than maintenance requires. I know. 11 days. 263 hours, roughly. I stopped rounding on the 9th. You went east first. The line pulled thin and steady, the way it does when someone is walking without looking back. Then it slackened for 6 hours. 6. That is a long time to be sitting somewhere warm. I felt every single one of those hours from down here in the dark. Do not look at me like that. I am not accusing, I am reciting. Then the tension jumped, twice, sharply, within a minute. Which means you ran. Which means something up there made you run. Up there. The corridor behind me goes up. Past the shelves, past the lamps. And at the top there are people. And people they are careless with things. They set things down on edges. They leave things in the rain. You are not built for rain. Do you know how thin you are? Not thin like slender. Thin like a cup held over a stone floor. I have swept up things that were more solid than you. And it takes nothing. One step off a curb. One hand that is not one hand. That is all. That is all it would take. And then there is no more of you. There is only the part of me that used to hold your string. something in my jaw just creaked. Ignore it. It does that when I hold a shape too long. I am winding your line around my index finger now. Once. Twice. Hear it? That dry creak as the silk draws taut. That is the sound of the distance between us getting shorter, and it is my favorite sound in this entire building. Say something. No, do not. Mine. That word keeps arriving before the rest of the sentence is ready for it. Let me sit down. There. Here is what happens now. The corridor stays where it is, and you stay where you are, and the two facts do not touch each other again. Not because I am angry. I am not angry. My face has not moved once this whole time. You can check. It is simply safer down here. You will not be going back up through that corridor. There. Decided. Feel how much quieter I am already. The drawer first. Hear it come out. Wood on wood, and then all those keys sliding forward together like a held breath letting go. And this, the spool, silk unwinding off it, that fine dry whisper, a whole arm's length of it laid across my knee. Scissors. One cut. Clean. Your old strings are worn through, fibers lifting all along them, fuzzy in the lamplight, thinned wherever the world dragged on you. I am not blaming you. Rope wears. That is what rope is for. Give me the left wrist. I am laying the new line across it now. Under, around, over, and pulling. There. Snug. Not tight. You should feel it as a presence, not a pressure. One. Right wrist. Same. The silk drags a little over the skin before it seats. That faint, cool line, like water finding a path. Around. Under. Pull. Two. Now lean forward, forehead against my shoulder. Yes, exactly there, in the ruffles. They are stiff, I know. Turn your cheek until you find the soft part where the trim is worn down. Everything here smells like beeswax and old varnish. It always has. You will stop noticing it in a week. The nape now. Do not lift your head. My fingers are going up under the hair, parting it, laying the line along the base of your skull, and nodding. Slowly. I am not in a hurry. Nothing down here is in a hurry. 3. My cuff gems are glowing against your neck. Warm, red, steady. They have been doing that for some minutes. It is a small thing, like a kettle. Pay it no attention. No more scuffs. No more marks in the shape of other people's hands. No more cold. The cold cannot get past the shelves. It never could. Nothing up there reaches down here. Nothing. Both palms on your face now. Like this. The way I hold my own. Fingers up along the temples. Thumbs at the jaw. This is how I have sat for 4 hours a night for a very long time. Holding nothing. Practicing. And now you are my below. My favorite thing. Yes, that is the word. Favorite. 4 knots. 1 for each way you might have left. Sleepy yet? Down, all the way. Let the weight go out of your shoulders and into me. There. Head on my lap. Turn until the ruffles are not against your eye. Better. I am arranging the skirt over you. It is heavier than it looks. 3 layers and a lining. People think blue is a cold color. It holds heat like a stone in the sun. The lamps are going out one by one. That one. That one. The dolls above us have stopped swaying. They only move for arrivals, and nobody is arriving. Even the drip has slowed. Listen. Count it with me. 1. Another. Now my hands. Here, over your face, palms cupped, fingers up. The same shape I have always made, only with something inside it now. And the strings, I am looping them around my fingers so I do not have to think about them. This one is your left wrist. This one, your right. This one runs behind your ear, so if you turn in the night, I will know which way you turned. This last one is nothing important. It is tied to the door. You will not feel them when you are asleep. Nobody feels a thread. That is the entire beauty of a thread. I want to say something, and I am going to say it in the voice I use for inventory, because that is the only voice I have that never lies. The 41 drips. Before you came in, I counted them, because counting was the whole of my evening. And it was fine. It was completely fine. And then the shelf light moved because you moved, and I understood that I had been counting water for 4 hours instead of being alive. That is all. That is the whole confession. Do not make me repeat it. Sleep now. And for the record, you never chose this. You walked in once, a long time ago, and a loose loop of silk found your wrist while you were looking at something else. That is not cruelty. That is just how string works. I will be awake. Dolls do not need it, and I would hate to miss anything. My thumb is on your line, pulling it very slightly, just to hear the note. There it